So I'm just going to share with you a few words. But first of all, I want to start with a poem that I wrote, something that was very personal to my heart that I wrote several days ago. So it says, "They protest our protests. God, I am so sick of this, because they change the narrative and they make us seem villainous. I tell you, Black Lives Matter, and I've seen people's hearts can be filled with wickedness. So let me be clear, all lives matter. That's ridiculous. We say we want freedom to be treated the same. They tell us to stop protesting. Don't you have any shame? A white man with a gun. But tell me, where was the blame? On the black man running and not the man taking aim. He said, I can't breathe. We could all see his pain. They took a man's life. George Floyd was his name. They murdered a woman named Belly because they have a stomach for hate. The UK is racist, so tell me, what makes Britain so great? I see my brothers dying. I hear my sister crying. I ask, when will it change? When black people stop dying? No, wait. When black people aren't killed. We're still slaves to this system. It's just the streets are our new field. In the UK, the USA, it doesn't matter where. Black people aren't treated the same as the skin that's called fair. Or should I say fairer? Well, I don't really care. Because these are the same kind of people that sent a black boy to the chair. He was 14, innocent, his life taken away. That was in 1944. Tell me, how much has really changed? White privilege is real and black people are suffering. You tell me I don't see color? Well, that statement's too puzzling. Just open your eyes. Don't continue to be ignorant. Because if you had the same skin as us, you'd definitely be saying different. So I'll continue to speak up for the black blood that has been shed. Black lives matter, and that's all that needs to be said. So I need people to understand me when I say this. We are tired. We're tired of injustice. We're tired of intolerance. We're tired of those people who remain silent at times like these. We're tired of racism, racial biases, discrimination, and a system that has oppressed us for far too long now. I am tired. I'm tired of having to hear my sister on the phone crying to me because she doesn't understand why we all can't be treated the same. I'm tired of knowing that my mum is out there constantly worrying about me every single day just because of the color of my skin. I'm tired of having a panic attack every single time I see a police or I drive past a police car, even though I know in my heart of hearts I've done nothing wrong. George and Belly are just the latest in a far too long list of names that have been mistreated by the system. A list of names that honestly, one too many times, I have felt like I could be next on. And sadly, that list consists of many names that we know, but even more names that we'll never know. And my heart breaks every time I hear a new name. One thing that really got to me the other day was I was looking at a news story for Belly, and there was a picture of her. She was wearing traditional attire and taking that selfie in only the way that aunties know, that angle. And it made me laugh for a brief second, but then I started to cry. And why did I cry? I cried because I pictured my aunties in that place, taken away from me because of the hate of somebody else. It's not fair that I and so many other people have to live with this constant thought in the back of our heads of, could it be me next? Could it be somebody I know next? My friends, my family? It's not fair that we have to start dealing with trauma from a young age, far too young age. We've seen far too many little black girls on Twitter recently protesting out that it's unfair. It's not fair that the color of our skin is different and that means that we should be treated different. It's not right and it's not fair. And to those who would tell me that the UK isn't racist, like Dave said, the least racist is still racist. Over the past 3 years I've spent in Norwich, I've really come to appreciate the beauty of this area. I'm a city boy at heart, but I found myself loving, becoming quite fond of this area. However, my experiences here would tell you differently, because I haven't had a good time. Some of my worst experiences of racism, racial discrimination have occurred in this very city. Examples would include me being out in city centre and being called a racial slur in front of everybody, or being on my own campus, UEA, where I'm supposed to feel safe and being racially profiled. So I would ask you, is the UK really the least racist, or is that just your ignorance speaking? I'm aware that other countries have problems. Other countries do have problems. Yes, police in America have guns, and that means that they out there are even more in danger. But the police kill us with their hands here as well, so don't get it twisted. It can be just as bad here. What I need people to understand is that discrimination against black people is a global issue. And first and foremost, it's a problem for white people. Because how do you expect us to fix a problem that we never caused? We find ourselves right now at a crucial moment in time. We're really on the precipice of change. Over the past few days, we've heard and seen many great achievements, including including all 4 officers being charged in the murder of George Floyd, and they reopened and reviewing the case of Belly. And I know for many of us, we've been shouting from the top of our lungs, me included, and we've been working non-stop. And although we may be very tired, although we may feel weary, although it may feel like, this is not going anywhere, we've seen change. And I encourage every single person here to not stop. Change is here now. But if we really want to see this change instant, and we really want to make real changes so that our future ancestors don't have to go through the same, then we need to carry on. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be pretty. We've seen that over the past years, months, centuries, our entire history. However, it's what needs to be done. And I, for one, shall be making sure our voices are heard, because I'm tired of life being this way. Even now, as much of our social media and news and lives may be returned to some certain level of normal, or what we call normal in these times at least, we must continue to put black issues at the forefront, because Black Lives Matter. And it is so much more than just a hashtag trending on Twitter. It's a movement and an understanding that today cannot be the same as tomorrow. All lives matter will only be a statement when black lives truly matter. In the words of Kendrick Lamar, if God's got us, we're gonna be all right. Thank you.